Hello, I'm Chris. I'm a guitar teacher, composer from the north of England. Let's look at some 6/9 chords today. Nice. I love that. I really love that. 6/9 chords are very ambiguous. They've got a really rosy, romantic, airy, mysterious sound to them, which I kind of like quite a lot. So a 6/9 chord, this is a major 6/9 chord. In this case, C major 6/9. So the way that I like to think about it, the simplest way, is it's kind of like a C major 9th chord that we use a lot. We use a lot in and more in emo nowadays. We use it a little bit in Midwest emo, a little bit in jazz. You can use it in shoegaze. It's a very nice chord. I use it all the time. But the difference between this and the 6/9 is that instead of the major 7th that we're playing here, so if I just play the C major 7 shell chord, meaning it doesn't have a 5th, if I drop that 7th again, I get the C dominant 7. If I drop the 7th again, I get the C major 6th. And to find the 9, so the C major 9, if we drop the 7 2 frets, becomes the 6/9, because we've dropped the 7th to the 6th. But an easy way to figure out where the 9th of a chord is, if you want to add the extension, the 9th, is that it's always 2 frets above the root. So we've got the root here, in this case a C, but this will work anywhere. We know that this is a 9th, because it's 2 frets above the root. But we can't play 2 notes on the same string at the same time. So this is where your octaves, your knowledge of octaves comes in. So in this case we're playing a D. If we know our octave shapes, we know that there's also a D here, because it sounds like the start of Common People by Pulp. But there's also a less used octave here. So I know that this is the 9th. So I've got the C, the root, the major 3rd, the 6th, confused myself there, and the 9th. Now if I drop that, let's have a look. If I drop that major 3rd down 1, it becomes a minor 3rd. Then I've got myself a minor 6/9. Also lovely. The way I think about 7ths and 6ths, by the way, is I always start off thinking, so I've got the major 3rd here. The major 7th is always 1 fret below the root. If I play the octave, so I know that that's the major 7th, the dominant 7th, the 6th. And by the way, another nice chord that you can play here is the add 9. So we know that the 9th is here. That's a bit of a stretch unless we're playing the root, the 5th and the 9th. C add 9. Nice movable shape. But when we start to move the chord, I'm playing in the key of G here, but starting on the C, so we get almost a Lydian vibe, which suits this because it's rather beautiful and futuristic sounding. As we move it through the scale diatonically, we'll get some tensions that don't get talked about an awful lot. Now, some of these chords aren't used very much, and there might be some argument about how to name them exactly, but for the context of this, where we're looking at the 6s and the 9s. I really like them. Some of them have an almost Jeff Buckley vibe about them. Beautiful, airy, open chord options for this type of chord. We've also got some good bar chord movable shapes. All the gear I'm using here is listed in the description, by the way. Give it a like and a subscribe while you're down there. I like to play them in the middle set of strings, but if you use them in the lower register, you've almost already got the inversions, because you just move the root chord from the low E to the high E, and you're on a totally different set of strings now. It's good to move these shapes around with Shoegaze and just add the open strings. They're going to sound alright. Don't worry about exactly what chord you're playing. We're just moving a shape around and seeing what it sounds like. Quite often it sounds very nice. You can get the chord files for this lesson on Patreon. Thanks to all the Patreons, I really appreciate everything that you do for the channel. You can pay what you want, it starts as little as $1. But your likes and subscribes alone are very much appreciated, they really are. If you got this far in the video, I reckon you might as well subscribe. Guys, if you would like some more videos on chords or how to make shoegaze pedal boards, there's some videos appearing around there. Google thinks you'd like them.